Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. Firstly, I want to say thank you to Btartbox for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go ahead and get into these items. So these are the products that Btartbox sent me. They do have a new selection of nail tips, but first let's go ahead and unbox the gels. These are the essential gels that you will need to finish off the manicure, which is the step 1 builder gel and the step 2 top coat. The builder gel has a thicker consistency, which you want to apply to protect the French tip. It's gonna make it last longer and prevent it from chipping. Something that I don't quite get a lot is a solid gel glue, which they did include this time, so I was pretty excited to use this to apply the nails compared to like the other gel tip glue. And this is a really great product. Of course, I will give you more of my opinions and thoughts about it once I start to apply the nails, but let's just go ahead and finish unboxing these items. These are the newer selection of nails that they have sent over to me. They do have pink tips, so both of the nails I'm going to show have pink tips. They do come in different ranges and shades of pink. Like I was mentioning in one of my other videos, I have really been drawn to this type of idea where they have different shades of pink in one set, because what if you want like a baby pink and then you also want like a darker pink, but both of the kits only have one color? I mean, of course that will work if you want to have like just extra product, but if you want to just buy one simple set, this one set has all the colors or all of the shades of pink that you would want. So I feel like that is very convenient, and I really like that idea. The first nails I show, I don't really get too much of like a coffin shape from them, but I really love the style of those. And the base was also like a brown, so if you want something more of like a nude base, that would be the perfect set to get. The second set here is a shorter set which has a pink base, with all of the different shades of pink just like the other one. And yeah, I really love Btartbox nails. Like, I cannot say it enough. Like, I just love Btartbox nails and the products, the quality, like it is just so amazing. These are the nails that I'm gonna use. I love wearing almonds from Btartbox, so of course I couldn't resist, and I did choose the lighter baby pink shade. One thing I did notice just by looking at this nail script here is that they now have the name Btartbox printed going down the center. I love that new touch of the design. And also when it comes to nail prep, I do get a lot of comments of people saying like how when they prep their nails, the nails still pop off. The Btartbox nails have a prepped base. When I flip them over, you can see that like everything is like matted out. That is just gonna help you with the prepping part, so you don't really have to do much to these nails to prep. All you have to do is just make sure to prep your natural nails and make sure that all of the oils and dust and everything is removed. You just want to make sure to cleanse the nails really good. And if you want to take an extra step, you can go ahead and etch the inside of the nail tip. However, you don't have to because everything is done for you. And that's also another reason why I love these tips, because when I wear them over the weekend, I don't have to do much prep at all, which makes everything go by a lot faster, and you know, it's just easier for me to do and apply these nails. But as you can see, I did go ahead and start the nail prep of my nails. I went ahead and pushed back the cuticles, and I used the other side of the cuticle pusher to just scrape up any of that leftover product or cuticle left on my nail plate. And now I'm going to be taking this diamond bit and just work that around my cuticle areas, and this is going to lift up any of that cuticle left on my nail plate that I didn't scrape off with the other cuticle pusher. As you can see, I am doing both hands in today's video, so doing my right hand might be a little bit weird. It might look a little awkward how I'm positioning and holding the products and working it, because I am working a little bit slower on that hand. Of course, I thought it was funny how like once I go from my right hand to left hand, it's just like it's a lot more control. So one of the tips or something I heard just to get a little bit more comfortable with trying to do your dominant hand is just to like throughout the day just kind of do things that you don't normally do, like with your right hand or whatever hand you write with, your dominant hand. Just try to do like daily activities like brushing your teeth or like combing your hair, brushing your hair. You know, just start to do like a little bit more things that you wouldn't usually do with your non-dominant hand, and it'll help you get like a little bit more control as you start to just, you know, include that in your regular routine. So I will try to include it whenever I think about it. But I'm just also finishing up my nail prep here with using a sanding band, and I'm just going around my cuticle area and removing the shine from my natural nails. Always use a fine sanding band when it comes to using these on the natural nails. You don't want to use anything too coarse because it can damage, or you can file too much and it becomes sensitive and you'll just have a problem. It's gonna start hurting. So always make sure to be very light when it comes to working on top of the natural nails. Once I'm done all of the filing, I am going to take a lint-free wipe and some alcohol and just remove all of that dust to make sure nothing is left behind. So after I finish wiping and cleansing my nails, this is what my nails are looking like. Sometimes I do get comments asking why don't I cut down my natural nails before I apply my gel-X tips or like regular tips, and it's because I really like my natural nails. Like, I don't want to cut them down. Of course, sometimes, like especially in this video where you can see they need a little bit more TLC, but I just don't like to cut down my natural nails too low because I just love how they grow. But in this video I should have did a little bit of cutting or a little bit of maintenance in that area, because for some of the tips you will start to see like my natural nails poking out on the sides. And when I'm sizing these out, I am making sure that they fit sidewall to sidewall. Like, I am not new to this. I know how to size out my tips. So if you do see my natural nails starting to peek out further in the video, just know that it is because my natural nails are a little bit too wide for these shorter like tapered in style nails. And once I start to file, I do go underneath my nail and like just kind of file it in towards the tip, so you can't really see it on the side. So yeah, keep that in mind when you are applying these. If you do have like shorter gel-X nails, you might want to cut your nails down a little bit shorter, even though I know that's probably the case for most of everybody. But if you are like me and you take pride in your natural nails and don't really like to cut them as often, then definitely keep that in mind, or try just getting a longer size nail tip. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that just in case you've seen it, because I definitely saw it while I was editing the video. But now I got all of my sizes picked out. I am going to start applying them to my dominant hand, because that is just going to give me more control, and it's going to be easier when I start to do my second hand, just starting at my pinky and working my way towards my thumb. And while using this new solid gel glue, of course, I'm just going to squeeze a little bit inside of the nail tip. And for this, I don't need a lot, because the consistency of this is a lot thicker than the regular gel glue in a bottle. So I'm just placing a little bit there, starting at my cuticle area. You will see all of that product start to like spill or like spread out over the nail, and that is how you know you have enough product. If you press the nail down all the way to the free edge of the nail and it's still not like covering the entire tip, you might want to go ahead and remove it and apply more gel, because you will have air bubbles if like all of the areas isn't cured down. So that's one thing I definitely look for when I'm applying these. I make sure that the product spreads over the entire nail. These nails having a colored base isn't going to hinder the curing process. So just know that when you are applying these, everything is all good. You just want to make sure that you are flash curing them, and then also curing them for another full 30 to 60 seconds once you have all of them applied, and that is going to keep them nice and sturdy. And so yeah, just go ahead and repeat that over my entire nails. I do save my thumbs for last, because just having my thumbs like free of a nail while doing the other ones just make it a lot easier, especially when working with smaller nail tips, because it's already hard for me to like grip them and like see sometimes, so I just saved my thumbs for last. I am gonna do my right thumb on camera, but I'm gonna save my left thumb for a reel so you won't see that process, but ultimately it's just all the same. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish applying all of these nails, and once I finish, I'm gonna pop them in my bigger light for 30 seconds. And after curing, this is what the nails are looking like straight from the light. So now we have to do some filing. I'm gonna start with my e-file in this I don't know what this bit is called, but I do like to use this bit when I'm sealing in my cuticles and want that area to look flush, because I am able to get really close to my cuticles without it like hurting or, you know, cutting me. So I do like to use this bit. While filing my right hand, like trying to get this side, like trying to get on like the right side of my nails, I was putting the bit a little bit too low, so I did kind of file away some of my French tip. You'll see that on a couple nails. I could have easily fixed it with some light pink gel polish, but honestly I just didn't feel like doing that. So I just tried my best not to like mess up the French tip, and also just still seal in that sides and get it tapered in how I like. Also, something I wanted to mention is that with using the solid gel glue, I do get a lot of comments sometimes when I am using like a squeeze tube glue, how like the consistency is when I have a spillage and I'm starting to like file it away around my cuticle areas. This gel, like the squeeze glue that I use to apply these, do have like a more rubbery consistency when it dries, because you know sometimes like the other gels kind of dry like hard and it just feels like it's like hard gel, but this one has a more like gummier consistency. I know a lot of people don't really like that because it also gives a more like stickier feel in a way. So definitely keep that in mind before you go and purchase this. If you don't like that, then it's probably not going to be the one you want to purchase. But I do know their bottle gel glue is really good, and it doesn't have like that gummy texture to it. And after I use my e-file, I'm going to use my regular file to do some filing around the free edge of my nails and just kind of do a little bit more shaping. And then that basically is going to be the end of the application. So now it's time to go in with the 2 essential gels, which is the step 1 builder gel. Like I was mentioning in the first portion of the video, the builder gel has a thicker consistency, which is going to help prevent the French tip from chipping, or if you apply any designs or nail art before you go in with these 2 products, it's just gonna help seal everything in and prevent it from chipping and make it last longer. So definitely, even if you don't have a design, make sure to go in with the step 1 builder gel first, give it a cure, and then apply the top coat. Now for a design, I didn't do anything on these. I didn't even add any like pearls or rhinestones. I was thinking about adding a pearl, but I just end up not doing it. Didn't really do anything because I love the simplicity of these nails. Like, I cannot say it enough. I literally cannot stress it enough that I love these Btartbox nails so much, because once you finish applying the top coat, like the base of these nails just look like acrylic to me. Like, the designs and the Frenches are so perfect. I just didn't want to do anything to them, especially because I just wanted to wear these over the weekend. And this was just like a really simple set for you guys to just watch and relax to. But I was thinking about adding like an airbrush design. Like, once I thought about it, I was just like 3 nails from being done applying my top coat, so it was too late to go back and do it. I mean, I could have did it, but then I would have had to like go in with these gels again, and I didn't want to apply them to both of my hands like twice, so I just decided not to. That design would have consisted of like just an light airbrush of like a darker pink, just to give like an aura design, or like that blooming flower type of look. I feel like that would have been super pretty, but like I said, I just end up not doing it. However, I do want to incorporate that into like another set just because I feel like that would be such a pretty design. And so yeah, I'm just finishing up just applying my top coat to these nails. I'm only going to show me applying them to my left hand because it is just a lot easier and faster. After this, I cut the camera off and really took my time trying to apply it to my dominant hand because it is a little bit more challenging. But once I finish applying all of my top coats, I'm going to cure, add some cuticle oil, and I will be back to show you guys what this set looks like. So here I'm just rubbing in the rest of my cuticle oil, and once I rub everything in, this is how the finished set looks. And I just think they look so cute and adorable. Like I said, I do love the simplicity of it. It's just so simple. I know like these videos aren't really much. It's just me prepping my nails and applying them. Nothing complicated at all. I do think these videos would be great for beginners to look at. I know there's some people like just now getting into nails and they want to see the full process of like nail prep and application on both hands. So this video could be very helpful. Like I said, they don't get any simpler than that. Btartbox really makes it easy for gel X application. If you don't have much time to do acrylic or polygel, or you just don't know how to apply them, or you can't get them to look how you want, this is definitely something you should look into and try applying these to your nails and using them. But that wraps up today's video. I do have a discount code that you guys can use if you want to purchase anything from Btartbox. They are available also on Amazon. I'll leave everything down below. Again, thank you Btartbox for sponsoring today's video, and let me know what you thought about today's set and these nails. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.